You're listening to the Peasinner Network. For more great podcasts, go to peasinner.com.au.
The weave is broken. Those of might and magic are falling. Factions fly to fill the vacuum of power as the spell plague brings destruction across the Forgotten Realms. Two heroes meet in the abandoned ruins of the Sword Coast town of Leylon. Women skilled in sword and sorcery, upon whose shoulders rest the fate of the entire Forgotten Realms.
Wait. Is he talking about us?
I sure hope not, because that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Oh, gods.
Hello and welcome to Best Left Forgotten, the deliberately uncanon and unofficial Forgotten Realms D&D actual play podcast. My name is Nathan Quattrio, and I am your Dungeon Master.
My name is Miriam Feats, and I'll be playing Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, the Dwarven Barbarian.
My name is Jess Wolfendale, and I play Flick Gullkind, the Gnome Druid.
In case you'd forgotten, Flick and Clarrybelle set off from Mordenkainen's for the Candlekeep Library, armed with the knowledge that they had only 48 hours before the danger to Flick's Island reached its peak. Stepping through one of Mordenkainen's portals, the girls found themselves 100 feet off the ground and plummeting towards the dense forest below. Picking themselves up after their fall, Flick and Clarrybelle made their way through the forest towards a roadhouse that they had seen while falling, and noticed that for the first time in their journey, they were somewhere the spell plague had not yet touched. On their way, the girls stole a note from an abandoned skeleton, did battle with some leafy divas, and were rescued from near defeat by the mysterious Xena. Xena, an acolyte of the symphony, travelled with Clarrybelle and Flick to the roadhouse and revealed to them some strange sheet music in which Clarrybelle saw a vision of a strange eye. Arriving at the roadhouse, they had a drink, played some cards, and rested, ready to approach Candlekeep at sunrise. However, when they awoke, Xena had vanished. Let's jump right in. You stand in your room, having just discovered that Xena is no longer with you, was never with you, ? But it is dawn, and you do have 2 books, and you are looking to head to the Candlekeep Library.
So, hang on.
Please.
Did the book with all of the sheet music get left behind? Or did that disappear as well?
I mean, left behind is an interesting choice of verbiage, but
When it was never there in the first place.
So yeah, you do have the book.
The book of sheet music.
Yeah, but did you always have that book of sheet music?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right. Well, that this is happening, I guess.
That, put it in the book of things that happened.
And it did happen. Like there was another person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gospel according to us, it happened.
Okay.
But depending on who you, I don't want to think about it too hard. We got a lot going on right now.
We need to get you to the Candlekeep Library before sunrise.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess I need to get there too. But
Yeah,
we're
that
doing
is
it
preferable.
for you. Was what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
You step out, you bring all your stuff,
Yes.
Yeah.
and you travel to Candlekeep. And you walk and walk and walk down the path. It's maybe a 15-minute walk. It's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And you stop at the end of the path. It's kind of a little bit of a clearing. It's sandy. And there's nothing going on, nothing happening. Sun's starting to rise.
And there's nothing there.
No, not at the moment, except the end of the path.
Hello.
Did we get given instructions that was more than just be here at sunrise?
Yeah, I mean, this is all I got.
Maybe
Be
we should get
here.
out the new knowledge and make like an offering, and then it will appear.
Yeah. Cool. Is that the one?
Oh, great Candlekeep Library. We beseech you with this, a book on Saloon, in the hopes that you will appear to us and make known your secrets.
Oh, hey, we've got that other book though, right? Which one do we want to?
Or please take instead this book of strange sheet music that neither of us can read, but we're sure is pretty special.
Yeah.
Nothing appears to be happening. Can you both roll perception checks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dirty 20.
27?
Damn.
Damn. Okay. You look around. There are a series of footsteps around on the ground, and they all seem to be kind of moving around a large section of this kind of sandy clearing. So it's like it's just blank in the middle, and then all of the footsteps around the outside. You kind of look around and you thought that you saw somebody watching you, but then you're like, oh, I haven't seen anybody watching me, but there's something like you just can't shake the idea of being watched. And the sun continues to rise, just kind of peeking up above the horizon now.
I think it has something to do with like this little sandy area here.
Oh.
I don't know if we gotta wait for like the sun to hit it or whether we just like jump into the sand like it's a portal.
I mean, we're pretty good at jumping into
We are
things like they're
so
portals.
good.
And most of the time they are portals.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we've got like 100% win rate so
yeah.
far.
What could go wrong?
I mean, worst that happens is like we feel a bit silly.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm up for that.
Sure.
All right, hold hands because we always do that when we jump into a portal.
Portal jumping 101 is hold hands.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and we jump forward into the sand.
Okay, you jump forward into the sand, and as you jump forward, just the way the sun is rising, a beautiful beam of sunlight comes across and hits the sand.
Yep.
Underneath you, the ground starts to shake
Off,
and
off.
shift. And something begins to rise out of the sand. And it rises and rises and rises. At first is what appears to be a stone, kind of sandstone statue of a human head. And then it continues to rise, and this human head morphs into the body of a lion as this 35, 40-foot tall stone structure rises with a human head and a lion body. And it comes and freezes in front of you.
This is my worst nightmare for us.
Yeah. If it asks us a riddle, we are so screwed.
So screwed.
Bring me the diamond in the rough.
And then it begins to move, and the head looks down to you.
Who awakens Lexi-Con, guardian of Candlekeep?
Hey, Lexi. We're... hey, Miss Khan. My name is Flick.
No, we can't do that. What? No. I'm sorry, no.
My name is Lexi-Con.
Hey, Miss Khan. Oh, no.
Yes.
Continue.
And I'm Clarrybelle, troll bleeder.
We've come seeking knowledge.
I gave a whole little speech before. I don't know if you heard it. I can give it again.
What knowledge have you brought to Candlekeep?
We brought some sick beats.
Yeah. And I'll pull out the book. Oh, great lion with a person's head. I offer unto you this book of strange musics that we can't read, but we're pretty sure is special.
Place the book.
Anywhere in particular?
Place the book.
Okay. Does that have like a little plinth in front of it or anything?
It does not.
Just drop it on the ground.
Just put it in the sand near where it is.
Okay. The two lion paws cross in front.
Little toe beans. Some little sandy toe beans.
As you see, these enormous toe beans, Lenny, huge toe beans that would crush you in an instant.
And I would let them.
You bring new knowledge. Come to Candlekeep.
And slowly this creature sinks back into the ground. And around you rises up a series of buildings. White stone buildings with these kind of like blue, green, aqua roofs, some of tile, some of slate. You are standing outside the gate of Candlekeep. Your book is gone.
Ooh.
You can hear the hustle and bustle of movement from inside the gates.
We're back to the big city.
Yeah. Okay. The gate's closed?
The gates are closed.
I guess, I mean,
Approach. Yeah.
Lexi-Con said we could go in, so
We have Miss Khan's permission. Let us
yeah.
go.
I just walk up to the gate and try and push it open.
Okay. The gate opens and you kind of walk into a little entry area. There's a small desk and a gate which is guarded by a couple of men. There's a woman sitting at the desk. Hello, welcome to Candlekeep. Your names, thank you.
Clarrybelle Trollbleeder.
Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, yes, thank you.
Flick Goldkind.
Flick Goldkind, excellent. And yours is the Book of Sheet Music, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the one.
Fantastic. What is the purpose of your visit?
Hold on. Get the list. we definitely had a few
Asmodeus?
Yeah.
No, not that one. The Red Wizards of Stay? No.
things. Bat Lord. No, we got that one. Cross it out.
We got a variety of reading that we would like to do.
Spell plague. Research.
Trolls and soup.
I'm just going to put down general research.
Great.
You're not seeking access to any restricted sections or books?
Not that we're aware of.
Fabulous.
I mean, it might come up, and then would we be able to let someone know, hey, we think maybe the book on this is somewhere that we can't get to right now? Is that something we could fix later?
Yes, you can let your chaperone know.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you have any intention of staying here longer than a 10-day?
No.
Fantastic. Can you please sign here, and each of you get a small slip of parchment with your name and the details on it?
Does it say anything else on it? I read the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Okay, roll investigation.
Oh, no.
Unless you can justify anything else.
Nope. 9.
Okay, you read it, and it has all the details that you listed. It also says that you are going to be chaperoned by a Lawmaster Soren Olverast, and that you always must be, whenever you're with the books, being watched by your chaperone who will be guiding you along the path.
Great.
Now, I like to confirm these things now before we go into places we don't really know. I just want to make sure there's going to be no portal shenanigans, no time loss hijinks, no
Memory loss.
no us coming back from Candlekeep and realizing it's been like 10 seconds or 10 years or something strange. This is just like a city that's in the sand until it isn't. That's the only weird thing.
She flips over the piece of paper, and on the back it says, the staff of Candlekeep do not accept responsibility for any time loss, hijinks, portals, shenanigans.
After the third lawsuit, they decided to add a page.
All right, thank you, and I sign it.
Yeah, sign it.
Thank you. Please keep these on your persons.
Great. All right.
She takes the carbon copy from the back.
Yeah. Lawmaster, and a man steps forward in very, very simple brown robes that have a beautiful golden trim. Kind of a weird blend of this very provincial experience and very, very fancy and rich. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Lawmaster Soren. I'll be joining you today.
Great.
I'm Clarrybelle.
Hello, Clarrybelle.
Flick.
Now, no judgment if you do. I don't know if this is something all lore masters do or it was just the one we met. But if you have any urge to burst into song at any and all times of the
Please
day,
feel free.
we're fine with that.
Can you explain perhaps what you mean in a little bit more detail?
Like if you wanted to do a scabadoo-bow any point,
You see his face curl up.
we're good.
This is like where the first red wizard we met was Hamoon situation that everyone's like, oh my god, that guy.
So it seems you've met my brother.
Yes.
All right, hang on. Loremaster Soren.
Yeah.
Brother of. Yeah, we've met Loremaster Cool Cat.
Is that what he's going by nowadays?
I guess so. That's what he introduced himself as.
Well, it's good to know he's alive at least. He used to work here, but as I'm sure you've seen, has gone on to other tasks. Freelancing, yes.
I mean, to be fair, I think he's maybe trapped by the. I don't think the weird people in the place were letting him out.
You know, maybe that's the best for everybody.
Aww.
My parents tried and they couldn't succeed.
With what?
Where would you like to go first?
Okay, cool.
Shall I show you the quarters?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, we could put our stuff down and then do some.
Look, we've been in too many situations where we think we're going
we
somewhere
should
and
keep our
coming back.
bags,
We
yeah.
should absolutely be ready to jump into a portal at a moment's
At any
notice.
time, yeah.
While I understand portal concerns, you probably won't be able to bring all of those bags into the library.
Oh, okay, cool. Is there like...
I guess I can leave my hat box behind. Sure.
He turns to the woman at the desk and looks at her and turns back to you.
Yeah, let's go put some stuff down then.
Fantastic. And he moves across the courtyard, and you can see a variety of different lawmasters and scribes moving about. There's a whole bunch of, similar to you, adventurer-type people who are maybe a little bit more on the scholarly academic side than you are.
Most people.
Well, they don't look as rugged and ready to go as perhaps you do. You know, they don't look like, oh, well, you know, my whole family's dying, like, right now.
Not made of lava.
Not made of lava, that kind of thing.
They've all got over 9 intelligence.
But look, they don't have your strength.
That's true.
And they're all moving about various...
Still probably have more strength than me.
It's true. Various different races and types of people who are moving about, and moves over just to the left of where you are and walks into just a small building. Just down there to the left. We don't have many guests in here at the moment.
Great.
Thank you.
If you drop your stuff off and head back out.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I want essentials with us.
We haven't talked about this heist at all, by the way.
Can we just like shut ourselves in to the quarters for just a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I mean, we're going to have to take like at least a bag with us because we need to hide the book that we then have to swap out. I'm trying to be quiet. Can I make a stealth check?
Yes, you can. Because, like, you've closed the door with Soren standing outside.
14?
Sure. I mean, in the context, you know that he's standing outside.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to have this conversation now. You can if you want.
I'll sort of like stop you immediately. I'll be like, yes, we should bring a bag with snacks in it in case your blood sugar gets low. I know that's a problem for you. So we'll just grab that. And I'm grabbing the book out of Clarrybelle's bag and putting it in my little messenger bag and covering it with rations.
There's a knock on the door.
Hello?
No snacks in the library.
Okay.
But we will need our notebooks to take all those notes about things that we're
True.
researching.
Let me take the snacks out of this bag. I make a lot of rustling noises with the snacks.
Are malls permitted in the library?
All weapons must remain sheathed at all times.
Okay, well, it doesn't have a sheath. It's a maul. It just kind of sits on my back. But it can, I mean, if I leave it
All
behind,
weapons must remain on your person at all times.
Okay, that's, yeah, great.
In a non-combative position.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever been non-combative in my life. Yeah, so if we have your satchel with the book and I guess some notebooks, do we have paper and pens?
Surely.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems
You might have
basic.
some parchment in like your explorers back and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I've been writing letters this whole time. Of course I have parchment.
True.
Yeah. All right, we're coming.
We're coming out now. Get ready.
All right, the door opens. Where to first?
Well, I mean, I'd like to research troll. Can we, hang on, do we have to do all the research together because we've only got one chaperone?
That would be preferable. If we need to,
Okay.
we can organize a secondary chaperone.
Yeah, or can we like
Well,
both go get books and then come to a
read together?
like central study area?
Yes, that can be organized.
Great.
Well, if we pick up my book on trolls and your book on the spell plague, and then we do some reading, and then we're both really excited about soup, and I figured we could hit that part of the library up together after the first bit of reading.
Yeah.
Well, let's head to the section on trolls first. It
Okay.
sounds. Okay, fantastic. And he leads you back out into the courtyard, and you can definitively see that there's a main large building directly opposite the gate. And you walk through there, and you are met with this incredibly beautiful, large library with a huge, as I say, study section with tables where people are taking down notes of their own stuff that they're writing down. Beautiful chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. And then there seems to be what looks like maybe 7 different levels of books going up. But as you look forwards, you can see that further along, it goes up further as if the building was kind of shaped like an L. Trolls. Any specific kind of troll?
I mean, so I'm on a quest to slay a troll, so I guess any information on if there's like a book like Trolls and how to kill them single-handedly, that'd be absolutely brilliant, but anything in that zone.
For something more practical.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And he leads you off to the side and begins to climb a vertical ladder.
I don't think I've ever seen this many books in my entire life.
No. What's your like sleight of hand skill like?
Oh, Clarrybelle sleight of hand?
Yeah.
It's a +3.
Okay, better than mine. All right.
Soren's voice calls out, "Please remain within 20 feet of your chaperone at all times."
Yeah.
I mean, we're standing where we were, so if we're 20 feet away, do we need to climb the ladder with you?
Keep up.
Oh,
And he's climbing.
Okay. And we climb the ladder.
And you climb the ladder. He takes you up to the 4th level. There's a doorway through a set of the bookshelves, and he walks through that. And again, you are met with rows upon rows upon rows, maybe 20, 25 different rows of books. And he walks down kind of the 7th row. Here to the left are all our books on troll hunting and troll destruction.
Oh, amazing.
So please have a look and let us know if there's anything that you'd like to bring down. I'd like to remind you that you are not allowed to take books out of the library. These are purely for inside library purposes. You may copy, but if you're looking for translation or transcription, that is available at a small cost.
Okay. And
Cool.
head to the left to the books on troll hunting and troll killing.
Beautiful work. Are you both looking? Is one of you looking? What are you doing?
I think just Clarrybelle.
Yeah, I guess.
Roll a flat investigation.
That's a dirty one.
With that one, you walk into the corridor of books, and there are just so many books, Clarrybelle.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that you're not a book gal.
No, not by any means.
And so it's kind of a bit of a choice paralysis situation where you're like,
Yeah.
yes, I need to pick one of these books to read. And yep,
I think because this is the first opportunity she's really had to like prove herself in terms of her quest, and she's already bungling it so hard. And I think she's literally going to like do I know that I have no idea what's going on, but I don't want to let anyone know that I have no idea what's going on. And she's just going to like so performatively, confidently just walk up to random spots on the shelf and just grab random books like they're like she's taken in her options and these are absolutely positively 100% the one she wants, but she's really just like, yes, this one, definitely. Oh, I've been meaning to look at that. Oh, I've been looking for this edition of this particular book for ages.
Out loud.
Yeah,
Excellent.
out loud. Yeah. I'm happy to roll a performance or deception.
yes, that's what I would like. Performance or deception, I don't mind.
Amazing. Yep.
6.
Okay. You finish your book selections?
Yeah, I think
How
I'm
many
about
books would you like to grab?
5. And literally from like random spots all over the shelf. One of them was definitely the biggest one she could see.
Which obviously you don't struggle with because you're so strong. As you walk out with these 5 books, the lawmaster just kind of leans in closer to you.
Yep.
I'll have a chat to the head lawmaster, see if I can get you a list.
Thank you.
Bless. So, like, does the sand just get everywhere like normal sand? Like, are you constantly like...
Oh, yeah. Does it like every time you burst up from the ground, does someone have to come through with a broom and just sweep out all of the corridors?
Do you take sand baths?
That's not quite how it works. We don't no. It's sandy here, but we don't get any sand coming through.
How do you breathe when you're under the sand?
We're only under the sand for everybody who's not in Candlekeep.
Right.
Okay.
We're always here for us.
So wait, if someone else walked up to Candlekeep now, would we be under the sand to them?
Yes.
That's so cool. We're under the sand right now.
Under the sand. Do you use sand dollars as currency?
Let's head to the next set of books. Okay. And he takes you across the library to the other side, the next set of books, which I believe is Spell Plague.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, unfortunately, we are not in a good place for this. There are 2 issues that we're having about Spell Plague books. The first is that it's relatively new.
Yeah.
So the creation of books is quite minimal, and we are collecting as we go, and we are encouraging many of our people to go out and bring those books to us. Obviously, we have several people who are here to study the Spell Plague, and so they are bringing texts about it. But then that brings us to the second problem where, and he shows you, there's one book on this shelf that's maybe 30 meters long.
Right.
Ooh.
A lot of these books are in use virtually constantly at the
Right.
moment as people are trying to work through.
Got you. Out of curiosity, is there like a different section for like blue flame orbs?
Blue flame. Are you looking at kind of pyromancy?
More like
Orbs that have blue flames in them.
that affect people psychologically.
Okay. And he gets out a little bit of parchment and he says, I'll make some notes and I'll see if I can get some collections put
Yeah.
together for you.
Candlekeep, they have all the knowledge in the world, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
What do you got on the symphony?
The symphony. Fantastic. A particular one? Composer?
No, the The Symphony,
definitive
capital
article?
T, capital S.
Okay.
The Symphony of the Void.
Yeah,
right?
The
yeah,
void,
the,
okay.
the creepy singing noise that
Creepy
happens when
singing,
spell
right.
plague stuff goes on, and then they come into your dreams and tell you to join them.
Dreams.
And
Also, anything on
and
blue
the book,
lava
the
skin.
book we
I'll link that to the first.
Yeah,
search,
yeah.
Okay.
we the book we submitted was sheet music from the symphony.
Okay. I can make a note of that. So you're looking at a similar vein. Similar.
Yeah,
vein.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Puts the parchment away.
Great. I go look at the one book that's on the shelf.
Okay. It's a thin little book that has, into the lever.
Spell Plague for Dummies.
Into the letter on the front. And it says, "My cat is breathing fire." And other household problems and maladies.
That's so good.
Sort of looking at it like, maybe I can extrapolate.
I mean, you may as well just pick it up and we'll see what's in
I
there.
pick it up.
Okay. And you've got your book.
Great. Should we pick up our soup book as well, and then we can get it all done in one go for today?
Sure.
I don't have a lot of
Sure.
reading to do, so I might as well cook us up some recipes, you know?
Yeah, all right. We'll go look for a soup book.
Soup book.
Absolutely.
We look for good soup.
He takes you to the soup section, stands on the edge.
Great.
I mean, we know the title.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I just start scanning
Yeah.
I
do the
guess
same.
trying to do it casually.
Like, I'm just looking at all of them.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Should I do that as well?
Or one person at advantage. I don't mind.
You at advantage.
Oh, no.
What?
It's fine. I said perception.
No, it's okay. Well, you can change your
It
mind.
should be
It would be
investigation.
investigation, which
Well,
we're the same
with the
on
same,
anyway.
you take
Let's give it a
advantage.
go. Okay, well, I'm glad it was advantage because one of those was a 1. All right, 16.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we continue, I better figure out whether I had woe or wheel for today.
Yeah.
Damn, it was woe.
Okay.
Whoa. 16. I'm a grandmother.
You do find the book that you are looking for.
Great.
It's reasonably distinctive compared to other cookery books.
Okay. Here's where I'm going to I see that Flick's found the book. I'm going to walk up to Flick and be like, "Oh, did you find it?" And I'm going to trip over my own foot.
We're doing it now?
We're doing it now. We may as well.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, we're doing this now.
Yeah, great.
I'm going to trip over my own foot, grab the book as I'm falling. I'm carrying 5 books and get tripped so that everything falls onto the ground under like me and Flick on top of each other in a pile so that you can't tell which book is which and it's all just a big mess. That's the
I guess
intention.
I'm simultaneously trying to upend my bag that has the other book we want to replace it with to join the pile.
I want it to look like it's just a big pile of books so that
Yeah.
when we pull out the wrong book, it looks like we're just
I
pulling it
just
out
got
from
to
a big
get
pile
that
of
book onto the
Yeah.
ground.
Okay. There are a lot of checks that are going to take place
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We're going to start,
I mean, if it doesn't work, all that happens is I tripped over.
Yeah.
Clarrybelle, we're going to start with a performance check.
You got this. Okay.
17.
Fantastic. Your 4 is convincing. Flick, can you roll a sleight of hand check?
I believe in you.
Oh my God. Dirty 20.
Okay. All the books are on the floor.
Yeah.
There are now 2 copies of the same book. Soren is beginning to walk over
Yeah.
to assist you in sorting out the books.
Yeah.
What happens next?
All right. So I had a bunch of paper in my bag as well, which I assume got spilled out with the book. So that's sort of everywhere. I'm going to attempt to gather
You're going to gather
all of my
the,
papers
and the correct and the book
and
we
the
need
book
to steal.
we want.
Okay, then I'm going to immediately move to, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and reach for the switched out book to put it back on the shelf immediately.
Okay. So,
This is where it goes wrong.
the first check I'm going to make you make, Flick, is an investigation check.
No.
No!
To be able to tell which
no.
book is the one you're wanting to grab.
Oh, come on.
Natural 20!
Did anybody else just see Podcat grabbing on to the couch, terrified?
This is the best natural 20 we've ever rolled. I'm calling it now. That does make it a 19, not to detract from how
Yeah,
great
no,
that roll
that's
is. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God, I cannot believe
Believe.
that's the greatest moment of my life.
Watch me roll a 1 for whatever check he needs next.
Okay, to ride that high,
Yep.
you correctly identify the book.
Yep.
and you swiftly move it towards you. I'm going to let you make a sleight of hand check to move
Advantage,
it in.
because that was the best roll we've ever done.
Don't need a baby, another natural 20.
What the heck? What? That's it. We peaked. We peaked. This is the best it's ever going to get, guys. This should not have worked.
That's actually insane.
In no universe should this have worked.
Yeah.
For a total of 22.
Clarrybelle.
Yeah.
You start kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And you look up and Flick is already standing up with the bag back on.
Flick is glowing with extra dimensional light.
She's already done. And I mean, I can't tell your character how you're feeling, but I feel like there's a moment of panic where you're like, Flick, you're supposed to be helping. You have your job to do.
I think Clarrybelle full reads it as like the switch out didn't happen. And she's just like, oh, I guess I knocked a book off the shelf. I'll just put it back.
Here, let me help. I pick up Clarrybelle's other books and pass them to her.
Beautiful. Can you make a performance check for me, Miri?
I'm telling you,
Swish my hair.
This is where the one happens.
It's okay. We got this.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. If 2 natural 20s in a row is a 1 in 400 chance.
What's 3?
What's 3?
And that's where we're going to call the session. I can't play anymore.
Did we just do the mission for Mordenkainen in the first 15 minutes?
Insane. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna edit this. No matter how much you just heard, imagine 10 times longer of us celebrating that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. Chance of
3 nat 20s in a row.
3 consecutive 20s is 0.0125%.
Yeah.
1 in 8,000.
Yeah.
And you were just like, just switching out those books.
All right, so that's a natural 20 for a total of 21. Did we do it?
Do we need to take a break? Like,
I don't even know what to do next.
Well, I mean, we just did it,
we
right?
ascend. Like, we...
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have any questions about the end of the campaign? I'll just give the
spell
answer.
plague is gone, you guys.
Yes, you can fix the spell plague.
We just get a call from a phone that we don't have from Flick's Island saying, hey, actually, we're all good now. We're back on top of the water.
And also, we're signing you a movie deal with Netflix.
That's right.
So what happens, Nathan?
Soren approaches you and just supports you in putting the books back together.
He gives us $1 million.
And I think I just turn to a different part of the soup shelf and grab like 3 random soup books off and go, I think these ones have the recipe we were looking for. I think we're ready to go sit down and do some reading.
Lead the way.
And Soren takes you down to the study area and you're free to sit in there and read your books.
Great.
As he sits down behind you and does some work.
I look at you like, quick study sesh.
Yeah.
Like, let's rush this, but enough that you can read your book, but enough time to make it look like we're doing the right thing, and then we gotta go.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I guess I just start opening these random books on trolls that I picked up.
Okay, awesome. What are you looking for out of this experience?
What are you looking for in a troll?
I think everything Clarrybelle has ever heard about trolls has been like the stories that her family has told of the troll bleeders that have successfully done this. But I think because they're family stories, they've been like super over exaggerated. Yeah. They're told like the person who did it just had all this amazing power and that they just did it through like the strength of will and courage and trust in a family name. And Clarrybelle is like, no, I've fought things. You need to know where to hit them. You need to know how hard to hit them. And you need to know what their vulnerabilities are. And I would just like to be like, I need to cut through all the nonsense that I've ever heard and get to real practical, like, what are these things? Are they vulnerable to anything? Are they resistant to anything? And how plausible, like, is it for me to do this? Like, how much stronger do I need to be?
All right. From your reading, you determine that the average troll, you'd probably be able to, like, face a troll right now. Like, you're at an appropriate level for fighting a singular troll. If there were going to be multiple trolls or families of trolls, clans, groups, cities of trolls, then you might have more of an issue.
Yeah.
They have a strong sense of smell, and they can heal themselves during combat unless they take acid or fire damage.
My maul does fire damage every time it
Then
hits.
you're in a good spot, baby.
Maybe somebody gave that to you two seasons ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Nathan, I'm just realizing that, and I love you so much.
That's okay. There is north of Baldur's Gate and south of Waterdeep. So on the road between Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate,
Yeah.
so north of where you are like right now and south of where you have been, is the Trollbark Forest.
Yeah.
And the Troll Claws, which is a swamp, which is just to the southeast of it.
Wonder why they call it that.
And you get the feeling from what you're reading that is where you might be able to find them. All the books that you're reading make mention of another book.
Okay.
And the other book is called Lord Artoon's Guide to Troll Hunting and Killing. And it seems to be like the text about trolls. So obviously you have a lot of information now, but that might be worth checking out if you have time or you want to.
I'm immediately, Saren?
Yeah?
You wouldn't happen to have in your collection a little book called Lord Artoon's Guide to Troll Hunting and Killing?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not intimately familiar with every single book in the library, but I can go and have that organized.
I would love that.
Okay, well,
I'm done with these ones. And I hand him the 5.
thank you. Do you need it right now? Perhaps we could organize a later time this afternoon. I'm just a reminder that I can't leave you unaccompanied.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I guess we could get it later this afternoon. Well, no, I look at Flick. Where are you up to in your reading?
What am I up to in my reading?
Look, your book is very sweet. So it's like, my cat is breathing fire. The well is overflowing with green sludge. My husband is farting. These kinds of really weird, unconnected things. And, it's one of the, like, is it a factual or a fiction text? It's difficult to say. So it's like, my cat is breathing fire. Well, it's the spell plague. Like, my husband is farting a lot. Well, probably spell plague. So not super helpful. And, there's maybe a reason that has been left there.
Fair enough.
So I can organize all the other books, Are you in a rush to leave? You were looking for other pieces of information?
I mean, I sort of flicked through that first one very quickly and then would have just been taking soup notes.
Yeah.
How many hours has it been since Mordenkainen told us that it was 48 hours until Flick's Island? Has it been over 12?
Yeah, it would have been because you slept overnight.
Has it been 24?
It would be nearing that.
Okay, then, we're in a rush.
Yeah, I'd be like, we've actually, funny story, got a party on tonight, and I need to make this soup before everyone arrives. So we do need to go, but we would love to come back at some stage.
And I just wanted to maybe, very briefly leaf through. So maybe if we all walk back to the troll section together
On the way out.
and we can put these books back, and I can just real quick look through Lord Artoon's Guide to Troll Hunting and Killing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great.
Fantastic. Are you looking to return any of these books?
Oh, yeah, I'm good on these ones. I've got the notes I need for now. I've got a notes of which one I had so I could pick it up later.
Fantastic. And he clicks his fingers and a cart appears. And he puts them all in the cart and then takes all the things back and you head back to the troll section. And he brings you to the book that you're looking for.
Yeah, great. I see if I can find Lord Artoon's Guide and give it a real quick glance-a-rooney before we leave.
Okay, and you're doing it here? You're not taking it back to the study?
No, I think we're just doing it here.
Okay, beautiful. Are you looking at it alone?
Can I read over your shoulder?
Yeah, Flick can read over my shoulder. In fact, I'll just plant crisscross applesauce on the ground and start reading.
You start to flick through the book and read it, and you're so engrossed in absorbing all of this information. There's more detail about specifically where in the troll claws you can find them and how they're tracking them in their patterns, in the way that they move. And you're so engrossed and you're just flipping through pages and pages and pages, absorbing information in a way that you never have before. And you kind of find yourself leaning in closer and closer and closer and closer to the book. And then the both of you fall inside the book.
Oh my God.
No! Nathan, we have 24 hours!
Why do you do this to me?
All right.
Another portal.
Another portal. You fall into the book. You look up. And you're on the ground in darkness. Mm-hmm. As your eyes slowly adjust, having just been in a well-lit library, you realize that you're in a dark swamp.
Flick, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We signed a contract.
On the ground in front of...
Yeah, we signed a contract saying it wasn't their responsibility.
I know.
We're stuck here. They're not going to help.
On the ground in front of you are 2 large footprints that, having just read about them, match that of a troll. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my God.
You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Best Left Podcast and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page, where we post updates, info, and additional content. Music by Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Full song list and additional artists can be found in the episode description. Cover art by Cattywampus, who can be found on Fiverr. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadrio, our GM and producer. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please leave a review and tell your friends.